Welcome to the Criterion Connection. I'm Wade.
And I'm Joe.
And we're here to talk about a new Blu-ray DVD release from the Criterion Collection. We're talking about 1951's Miracle in Milan.
Yep.
I kept to type in Miracle and Milan or Miracle of Milan.
Oh.
It's Miracle in Milan.
Yep.
By Vittorio De Sica.
Yep.
This is post World War II.
Yep.
Yep, and it's I thought when I walked into this movie, I thought it was gonna be serious.
Yeah.
And it's not.
Nope.
It's you look on Wikipedia, it says a fairy tale. Makes sense now.
Yep. So, yeah, because I know Vittorio De Sica from Bicycle Thieves.
Oh yes.
So he's one of the pinnacle filmmakers of the Italian Neo-realist movement, which grounded everything in realism, and it was pretty sad post World War II. They're trying to deal with the repercussions psychologically of that, and so that gets reflected in a lot of those films. So I was not expecting this happy-go-lucky movie.
I did not know that the director did Bicycle Thieves.
Yeah.
I could see a little bit of it in there in the filmmaking.
Yeah,
but very different.
Yeah, it's a completely different thing. It's, you know, you've got that kind of style and like cinematography kind of pastiches that he does, but like it's not a neorealist film.
No.
It's very much like it's such a hopeful movie. It's so strange to be talking about it. I wasn't expecting this out of Vittorio De Sica, the director of Bicycle Thieves.
No.
It
kind of it's basically about this boy becoming man.
Yeah.
Toto. Who was, I mean, they were kind of like visual storytelling. He was literally, maybe not literally, figuratively shown. He was literally shown being born in the dirt.
Yeah.
And
he's such a nice, like he gets adopted by that lady who then dies, but she was like super nice.
Yeah.
Lolata.
Yeah, and he became, that's where he gets his humble optimism.
And then he goes to the orphanage where he learns structure and, you know, how to run things with a lot of people. And so he becomes like this de facto leader of a squatter camp.
Yeah, he's like he's like a beacon of hope for the squatter camp.
Yeah, he just kind of helps them get themselves together and make a nice area.
He's in this is post World War II, Milan, Italy.
Yeah, it's all bombed out.
Yeah, and so it's like he's like a beacon of optimism in a very pessimistic country or city in this case.
And then the wild stuff starts happening.
Yeah, like there's one scene that just like in particular I remember is I forget, but like it deals with the cops and the army and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, it was the cops.
And the cops that one starts singing like operatic.
Yeah.
And you're like, what?
Right. So let me set it up. So Toto, like everything's going wrong. This rich guy has now enlisted the police force to come and, you know, scare away the squatters. And they have been like kind of living on their own and really like making the best of it with Toto in charge. And they do start scaring away the squatters. And Toto's like, no, like they're only sending smoke. They're not actually shooting at us and all. He's like trying to get these people to stay. And he's like at the end of his rope. And he climbs up and he's going to wave for surrender. When Lolata shows up as an angel and gives him a dove that grants wishes.
Yeah.
And so, like, now he's got this magical dove and he rallies the squatters together and, like, they physically blow the smoke back at the police.
Yeah.
And then then you get the police doing the operatic, like he goes to say charge, but he can't help but do like a super operatic thing.
Yeah, high
to the
falsetto.
point. Yeah, to the point that it's like a female voice.
Yeah,
like soprano.
Yeah.
And like then there's the hoses, and then they have umbrellas.
Yeah.
And it's all this stuff, and it just becomes really wacky. Like there's a part where the police get chased by top hats.
Yeah, it's there's some satire in this.
But ultimately, like what ends up happening is the town gets a little greedy. Like I remember one guy in particular grabbing Toto and being like, "I want a fur coat. I want a fur coat." And it's like, you know, overusing the goodwill that Toto really had earned. Because he's such a nice person at heart that they gave him the option to like have these wishes, and if he wanted to stay there with those people, that was what his wish was. So that's why the police get driven off.
Yeah.
But it's a wild movie at that point.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here waiting for, like, you know, he's born an orphan, he gets adopted, that lady dies, the orphanage burns down.
They literally do his whole childhood and upbringing in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and then like I'm just imagining just everything just piling up and being worse and worse for this guy. No, it turns around. It's just like because of just how good-hearted he is.
Oh my god, yeah.
You know, everything just turns around and bends to his will.
Yeah.
Real wild.
It's like he's a likable protagonist.
Weird.
It's so strange when you can do so much for... I apologize, I'm recovering from a cold, so my sinuses are a little iffy right now. It's just like groundbreaking. You have a likable protagonist? Wow. Yeah. Wish we'd have more of that in movies these days.
And he is genuinely likable.
Yeah.
You know, he's a nice guy.
Good day.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good day.
Yeah, and he treats everybody with respect. He tries to help, like, I can't remember the girl's name, but, like, she's working as, like, a helper with this woman who serves food, and she spills water on him.
Yeah.
And the lady who's going to fire her, and he's like, no, like, I like water. And he does everything he can to save her job. And like it's just stuff like that.
Very glasses half full.
Yeah, he does whatever he can for people. He's very helpful, and he's just like I said, he's just a good dude.
Yeah.
And
very uplifting movie.
Yeah.
Especially I can imagine in 1951, 5 or 6 years after World War II. I mean, I'm sure the morale's pretty low, so he needs something a little positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little hopeful.
I mean, it was a surprise for me.
So, Joe, would you recommend this film to the general audience? Or in general? Sure.
You know, it's not often we get a truly likable protagonist. I think it's an interesting film. I mean, it just does get wacky, and I just think it's a nice... Maybe it just hit me at the right time, and it's like, yeah, I think this could just, you know, lift a few people's spirits if they go and they just played it on TV or something.
Yeah, I think I agree with you there. I think it's worth buying. I wouldn't say it's like... Of all the Criterion movies you have to buy, I feel like it's not on the top of your list. Mm-hmm. But I do think... If there's like a flash sale, or it's on the Criterion channel as well. If you want to check it out, you know, dip your toes in it. I think it'd be really cool to have like a double feature with this and Bicycle Thieves, just to kind of like
what a dichotomy.
I feel like you should start with Bicycle Thieves and end with this, just so you're not like I hate my life.
What a weird double feature.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it's not a masterpiece. But it's certainly...
It's a harmless 90-minute movie.
It's a good movie. It's not bad or anything.
No.
But it's a very competently made, but it's very fun.
Yeah.
Especially, like, getting to the point where the cops come in and then the dove shows up.
Yeah. Oh, also the ending.
Yeah, I
I
don't.
don't want to say what it is.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to guess it.
It's not.
You really
it's
wouldn't
not
be able to guess it.
neo-realistic at all.
You would not be able to guess it.
But yeah, that's our thoughts on Miracle in Milan. Let us know in the comment section below what you think of the film. Is there another film from this director or any other Italian? We don't really do some Italian films. We don't do a lot compared to English or Japanese or French or German. We don't do as much Italian, so make more suggestions on that. Is there any upcoming films that are coming out to the Criterion Connection? As of this recording, they announced the July 2022 collection that's coming out, like Raging Bull and stuff like that. Comment on the upcoming months, what we should do in the future, so we can gauge what people want, and we can give you more of what you want. So yeah, and you also like, subscribe, share, and follow us on Instagram, Condish Productions. That's about it.
Yeah.
So until next time, I'm Wade,
and I'm still Joe,
and we will see you later.